The most civilized way I can explain Cliffhanger for the Genesis is that this game sucks a dick. And not in a good way, in a bad way. It's all teeth and a bad rhythm, and it's really hurrying it up. It's not like taking its sweet time and enjoying the moment, like it's late for the newest season of Outlander or something. Cliffhanger is, at its best moments, a crappy beat-em-up, and at its worst moments, it's just a test of your patience. This game is all about trial and error. One part of the game is platforming, and another part of this game is this beat-em-up. It starts off with the beat-em-up, and the beat-em-up kind of seems tough because the movement is very jerky and it's tight, and it's just not smooth. It's not a Streets of Rage 2 or 3. It's like Streets of Rage if they released a version for the Atari 2600 or something. The combat just doesn't flow well. The beat-em-up portions of this game are actually pretty easy. Once you pick up a weapon like a knife, you can just stand near the enemies while they're trapped at the edge of the screen and just spam the knife attack, taking out 1, 2, or even 3 enemies all at once. It gets pretty easy. The only problems you have is when enemies come from both the left and the right side. Due to the stiff controls, it's hard to time yourself to hit one enemy and then hit the other enemy that's right behind you. A lot of times you'll get hit by the enemies that's behind you. You just can't time it. Another great way to defeat the enemies is to dash forward and then attack them with an elbow, kind of like a WWE style move. And of course, you can just punch them. I don't recommend, however, using the kick attack, which is like a spinning roundhouse kick. It takes way too long, it's way too slow and cumbersome, and it's just unnecessary. There's also a special attack where he kind of ducks down and hits the enemy's legs, but this eats up your own health, and believe me, you do not want to eat up your own health in the easy portions of this game, the beat 'em up portion. Your health will get eaten up plenty in the next part of this game, the horrendous platforming. It is among the worst platforming I have ever experienced in any game of any era. Oh cool, I get to climb a cliff, cause you know this is called Cliffhanger, based on the movie Cliffhanger. Oh look, there's some guys standing there with guns as I slowly climb up this cliff with absolutely no protection. Oh good, they're shooting me, and I'm just taking the bullets like they're nothing. Yes, you see, Sylvester Stallone has taken so much human growth hormone that he is immune to gunfire now. The bullets do very little damage, like they're just little bites from a puppy. They're just little annoyances as he climbs. But the second you start climbing fast, which is basically done by holding down the A button, any gunshot actually pushes you off the cliff, and that instantly kills you. You die instantly. So just to reiterate, bullets from guns, which will normally kill a man with one shot at this range, do almost no damage, yet falling, I'm estimating about 30-40 feet into snow, kills you instantly. What kind of insane logic is that? And furthermore, why would he climb a cliff that's being guarded by 2 men with guns if there's absolutely no cover? It's just a completely flat surface. Of course you're gonna get shot! I mean, it's a complete act of suicide. Is Sylvester Stallone not able to look up 30 feet? Does he not have the ability to raise his neck? Is he like a pig? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I must have given you all the wrong impression. This is by far not the worst platforming in the game. In fact, compared to the rest of this game's platforming, this part is like fucking Crash Bandicoot. This is only the first layer of hell, Dante. This is where the philosophers stay. Join me deeper. An avalanche is chasing you down the worst fucking road in history. Literally everything here is an obstacle, and if you trip, you die. You can jump over these things, but they're so clumped together, even if you jump over one thing, you'll probably hit something else right when you land from the jump. This avalanche portion is pure trial and error. I mean, good luck surviving this. Good luck not wasting like 10 lives on this one tiny insignificant portion. The entire map layout in this avalanche portion has to be in your muscle memory, or else you will literally trip every 5 seconds. You will die in this avalanche part over and over and over. I guarantee you 99.9% of the people who played this game originally in the early 90s just quit right here because it's not worth it. It just isn't. You know, Stan, I'm curious. What happens if you mix this game's horrendous, unforgiving platforming with its stiff and stupid beat-em-up portion? Well, I'm glad you asked, friend, because that's the next level. In the next level, you have actual moving platforms, like these planks of wood that fall off a waterfall. Jumping on moving platforms with this game's completely stiff, almost broken controls will take years off your life. And now there's enemies standing right on the platforms, so you might be jumping on the platform, and if you didn't know there's an enemy right in front of you because you have no line of vision, you're going to get shot off the platform. Yeah, now bad guys are just standing on these tiny little foot-long platforms in the middle of a little river, just throwing knives at you. It's so weird. It's like these two blonde guys holding a bunch of knives, standing on some dirt in the middle of our little lake. It's so stupid. But the thing is, for how stupid it looks, it's a great strategy, because the knives going into your chest do almost no damage, but if you fall in the river, you die. Sylvester Stallone is Superman, but he sinks like he's fucking made out of cement. I mean, this level was stupid grueling, hard, unbearably hard, constantly pushing you back to the beginning of the level if you die in some parts. So unforgiving and annoying. I finally got to the end with literally like 5% of my life left. And I thought it was the end, but there was a boss fight, and they didn't even let me heal my health up for the boss fight. Just passing this entire level without the boss fight is close to impossible. With the boss fight, there's not even a word in the dictionary for that. It fucking sucks a dick. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.